Good morning, beauties. Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. So happy to have you. We are gonna get ready for the day together. So here we are. We are really up close and personal with my face today. So I'm gonna be using all of the stuff in my stash as usual. I'll do my best to let you know what I'm using, what I'm doing. But let's just get started. It is so nice and quiet in my house right now. It is early. It's like 5:40. I love it. I don't know if you're a parent and you can identify, but sometimes having these quiet times in your house before everyone wakes up is the best part of my day. Okay, let's get into it. I'm already primed. I have my Wet n Wild dewy primer on, which you can probably tell. I feel like I look very dewy. Have my eyelids primed, and we are going to use my Jaclyn Hill palette today, the original. I put this in my stash, and I am loving it. I have been loving using this. I mean, I know I have said this before, but I'm just such a fan of this palette. I always have been. I know that there's, think what you want about Jaclyn. I get it. Like I've said, I'm not a stan or anything for Jaclyn, but I do absolutely think that this is an amazing palette. I mean, even after, when did it come out? 2018? 2017 or 2018? I don't know. I'm not gonna Google it, but it's been out for a couple years, maybe longer, and I still think that it performs great. Quality's still great. I have been loving every look I've gotten with this. Everything blends wonderfully. I got one of the first, I know I'm like giving you a whole history of the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I got one of the first batches or whatever. So I got the original good quality before they changed it up or whatever that drama was. So I can't speak to how it is now. If you went to purchase it, I heard it's not quite the same, but I love this palette. What do I want to go in with? I've been loving like these mustardy shades here, like this one and this one. I lost the sheet with the names, so my bad. I've been loving using those for my transition color, so maybe I'll do something different. I'm just gonna go in with just a brown, like a light brown here, this one. I really have no idea what I want to do. Not a clue, but we're just gonna lay this down all through my crease. How are you guys? It's Tuesday, Thanksgiving week. If you celebrate, happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving always feels like such a weird holiday to celebrate. Just given the the history of our country and what we have done to Indigenous people. Just seems a little weird to celebrate, in my opinion. But we are not really doing anything this year. We're just gonna stay at home. I'm cooking everything. We'll have the usual. Well, maybe not the usual for some people. I mean, my family doesn't really like turkey, so we don't really ever have turkey. We usually do just like a nice spiral ham. We'll do that and all the sides. Probably a pie or something, but it's just gonna be us. It's just gonna be me, my husband, and our kids. We'll probably do like a Zoom call with my mom and dad and brothers and sisters, but And that's it. Just gonna be hanging out at home. We'll get all the food to ourselves this year. I really hope that you guys are doing okay. I mean, I know as we get into the holidays, like holidays are kind of a tough time for some people anyway. And, you know, just add this year on top of that. You know, I'm sure some people are really going to have a hard time. And I'm trying very hard to just be positive. Be positive for my family and for my kids. You know, I mean, everybody but my youngest is obviously old enough to understand what's going on and that we're not going to be able to go and see anybody, and you know, and that's, I'm sure they're kind of more bummed out about that than what they let on. But I mean, my youngest is oblivious, but so we're just, you know, me and my husband, we just want to focus on making the holidays really special for them just here. But I know I personally haven't really been doing so hot lately. I mean, it's just been a lot. The last couple weeks have just been a lot. Nothing really like in my personal life per se. I mean, there's just a lot going on, like with everything. I mean, shit, it's dark at 5 o'clock now. So it's dark for half the day. You know, we can't go anywhere. We're not gonna be able to see people and give people hugs for the holidays. It's just like, it's very, very weird. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It is a very, very weird time. I'm just buffing out the edges a little bit here. I just cleaned my brush off, and I'm just softening things here while I decide what color I want to go in with, because I do want to deepen things up here. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, that's just been a lot for me thinking about. So I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to stay happy and stay positive about it. What do I want to do? I think I might just want to do, I can either go in with like this burnt orangish color or just like a brown. Ugh, I love the neutrals in this palette. The neutrals are so good. I'm sorry, this is hard. This is hard. Let's just do a nice, can you see this color? Just a nice brown. I'm gonna just take the same brush that I just used, and I'm gonna just keep this color, grab my mirror here. I'm gonna just keep this color ever so slightly lower than that crease color, or the transition color, excuse me. I'm gonna, if I'm looking straight ahead, I'm just putting my brush literally right in my crease, pushing it in my crease, and then just like buffing motions. That's a pretty color. But yeah, what are you guys doing for the holidays? Are you staying home this year? Are you doing something? I mean, what are your plans? You starting a new tradition with your family since things are jacked up this year? I really hope I just reached into the same shade. I really didn't even look, if I'm being honest. Does it look like it? Yeah, it looks like it. That would be interesting. Christmas is a month away from today. That's wild. Oh, that's wild. Oh, and then New Year's. The hopes of a new year. We'll see. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm not gonna get my hopes up for 2021. Not just yet. We shall see. I'm gonna give it a few months. I'm gonna give it a few months of like a trial run before I pin my hopes to it. Okay. I mean, you can certainly see that has deepened things up here for us. Just nice, soft, circular motions. I think that this, like, I've had a couple people ask if I can, you know, teach them how to do makeup. And I don't know if they mean everything or if they mean like eyeshadow, because I feel like when I started doing makeup, eyeshadow was kind of the most intimidating for me. When I was in like high school, I just used like some Mary Kay. We had a Mary Kay lady in Des Moines, and we always went to like parties at her house, and we would sit there with our little like tray and our mirrors, and like she really would teach us different techniques, which I liked. I mean, my mom knew that I was, you know, into makeup and beauty, and I think she just wanted to make sure that I, you know, knew about it, knew how to apply it, knew some basic principles. So, and my mom likes beauty too. My mom likes makeup and jewelry and, you know, girly things. So, and my sister, of course, would go with us. We would go to our little Mary Kay parties. But my point is that Mary Kay had these like cream eyeshadows, and those were just super easy to apply. So me and my sister, we wore those for years. You know, you could just put them on, rub them all over your eyes. They looked good. I'm gonna just go in really lightly again here and just run my brush over my edges. I'm gonna take just a touch more of that first color we used and just blend a little bit more. But anyway, so that's what we used for a long time. And there wasn't really a lot of technique required for those, you know. I would definitely have to say that when I started really getting into like eyeshadow palettes and creating looks, YouTube was where I turned to. I have learned a lot on YouTube. And yeah, I mean, eyeshadow, I would say is probably the most intimidating part, maybe, for a lot of people when it comes to like just first learning how to do makeup. So, I mean, I don't know. Let me know. I would be happy to do, I don't know if you want like a, you know, I look for beginners using like 2 shadows or 3 shadows or whatever. I would love to think of something like that, come up with a video like that. Excuse me. Okay, I think I want to deepen this up even more though, like kind of smoke out my edges, which I am going to use. There's a certain brush I want to use for this. Hang on. Elf has this, whoa, hello. Elf has this really nice It's just a crease brush, they call it. But it's small, it's slightly tapered, it's fluffy. It's just perfect for getting in this outer corner, packing on color, and you can also just diffuse it really nicely. So let's do this. What color do I want to use? There's some really nice like reddish browns in here that might be pretty. Or I could just go with a deeper brown, of course. I have no idea what what my goal is even for this look. I don't know what shimmer I want to use, so I guess it doesn't really matter what I do. I can figure it out. Let's just go in with a little bit deeper of a brown. So it's the one right below the color we just used. This deep brown. And we're just gonna get some on my brush. Just kind of coat it. And we'll just start packing this right in my outer corner. See how that added a little depth here? We'll pack it just a little bit into my crease. And then we'll just start blowing it out, smoking it out. And I just do this with teeny tiny little circular motions. And sometimes I'll open my eye, like just to see where the shadow's sitting. See if I like the blend. But on a different note, I think I might update my stash sometime this week. I've been reaching for, I think like the last 2 times I've done my makeup, I haven't been reaching for as many things in my stash. I've kind of just been using like products that I wanted to use. So I think that means it's time for me to, move on, grab some different things. I'm happy with all the use I've got out of these products. But I don't know what I want to do for my next Shop My Stash. I kind of want to just pick products that I want to use, instead of, and I know I've mentioned this before, but rather than using like that little random app to pick things for me, I'm probably just going to go through and pick some things on my own, because there are some looks I would like to do for the holidays. Some certain palettes I have in mind that I would like to use. Some certain, lipsticks and things like that. So I'll probably do that real quick sometime this week. I will film it, of course. Now I do like how blown out this is looking. I am going to end up putting a shimmer all over my lid, so it doesn't necessarily need to be perfect, but you just want your edges to look, you would just want your edges to look nice above all. You just don't want there to be like any real harsh lines that people will be able to see. You just want it to be nice and soft. And what you can do is even go back in with that first brush. I didn't put any extra product or anything on this, and just kind of diffuse your edges even more if you need to with some more little circular motions. And I don't ever worry about my edges. I mean, as you know, I clean those up as we go along. So, okay, let's decide on a shimmer. There are so many pretty shimmers in here. I don't know if I want to go like coppery or brown. We can swatch some if you want. I know swatches are kind of fun to see, so ooh, pretty. Okay, a couple more. What do I want to do? Actually kind of like this one and this one. I mean, I like them all. Which ones did I swatch? I forgot. 1, 2. Okay. So that one. Let's do, yeah, we're gonna go in with that second one with my finger, obviously. Your fingers are some of your best tools. Pack that on. I'm not done, obviously. I just wanna, I'm probably gonna get a little brush to do the upper part here. And you want to bring this over a little bit, you know, marry it with your darker shade here. And let's see, let's get a little flat brush here. What's this? This is a Morphe M124. You could use glitter glue with these. You absolutely could. I'm not going to. I don't know why, because my glitter glue is sitting right in front of me. But it looks all right. I'm not really into, okay, let me not say I'm not into it, because I don't really know. I haven't done it enough, but like the whole cut crease, I think that they look beautiful. I really, really do. They look stunning. I just haven't practiced enough at them, I don't think. And I've only done them a couple times. They're, you know, they were okay. But, you know, an easier way that I have found to do a cut crease, aside from using concealer, is to just kind of use my glitter glue. You know, you can take your glitter glue on a brush and like trace the same way you would a cut crease. And it just, you know, kind of gives you that same kind of look, just maybe not quite as harsh. I'm bringing this shade again, just a little bit over into my outer V here. Just want to, ooh, super close. I just want to be able to see what I'm doing a little bit better. But yeah, just kind of lightly tapping your brush along these edges here, making everything blend. Okay, I like that. I like that shimmer. Just kind of a soft brown. Okay. Oh, I just felt a lot of fallout on my face. Cool. I always do my eyeshadow first, like regardless of what palette I'm using, if it has fallout, if it doesn't have fallout. It's just kind of a habit I got into, and it's worked for me. But I like that. I like that look. Just gonna go in and again, just kind of rebuff things out here. Now you know I'm probably gonna go back in with that shimmer later, or place another shimmer on top of there. Ooh, sorry. If you know me, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me move us back here. Okay. Let's clean up a little bit. Just swipe my edges a little bit. Do you guys buy yourself Christmas presents? That's a random question, but I'm just curious. I have a lot of friends who buy themselves presents. I mean, I buy myself. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I need to move because I keep hitting you here. And I was just curious if a lot of people did it. I am probably gonna buy myself a present this year. I'm probably gonna buy myself a bigger ring light. What I really, 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 really want is a new camera. I know, like, there's nothing wrong with filming on my phone. There really isn't. Like, I'm just being greedy. This phone does a great job, but I really, really want a camera. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen and move on. But yeah, I really, really want a new camera, but they're like, why are they so expensive? Jeez, I don't know. I just can't. It's really, really hard for me to justify spending that on myself. Like, I don't know. I just can't. Like, every time I find one, I put it in the cart. It's just like, I can't get myself to buy it. But I know that if it was like for somebody else, if it were like for my kids or my husband, or it wouldn't be as hard. I don't know. There's just a part of me that's like, bitch, that's so much money. You know? Oh, I don't know. I have like I have cameras in my carts, like on different websites, and I'm hoping that, I don't know, I'm hoping there will be like some kind of sale this week. But I don't know. My gosh, even like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull the trigger unless I like just all of a sudden have, a bunch of extra money, which never happens. What's extra money? Or somebody has like a crazy Black Friday sale, like a 50% off sale or something. That's probably the only way I'm gonna be able to get a new camera right now. So That's a dream. Oh, my nose is dry. I love this foundation. The True Match Lumi. If you haven't tried it, God, it's just such a nice, like, dewy, luminous, drugstore, affordable foundation. And it's, you know, it's not full coverage. I don't think it is. I mean, you can definitely still see some imperfections there. I have just a tiny bit left on my hand, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. But I would say it's a solid medium. It's a solid medium coverage. Yeah. And let's do concealer. Look what I found. I found my little Milani sponge. It was in the top drawer of my makeup container. So this, I know I talked about these in one video, but it was a set. So it came with a big one for your face, a smaller one. I love both of these sponges. These are amazing. I want to say they were like $12 for both of them. And maybe not even that much. It might have been less, but affordable. Do a little bit of concealer here. If I have time today, I don't think I'll have time this morning when I'm done filming this, but if I have time, well, you know what? I might have time like later this morning. I'm probably gonna film another video. I have really been missing filming. I know it's only been a week since I've uploaded, but I've really been missing it, and it just gets so difficult to film when everybody's here, you know. My husband, my kids, like the kids are doing school. My 4-year-old he's 4. He constantly needs and wants attention, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just makes it a little bit difficult to film. That's all. So anyway, I don't know. I've just really been missing it. And I don't really, getting up in the morning like this is a great time to film, but sometimes I don't want to wake up at 5 every day, sue me. I just, I can do it some mornings, but some mornings I don't want to. But let's call that good, right? I'm not into a big, heavy concealer look anymore. Let's get my powder, which I'm so close to finishing this number 7 powder. Just kind of set. So that means that I'll get to buy and try a new powder, which I already have like a couple on my list that I want to try. I really am not a big powder person. I don't powder my whole face. I don't set my whole face. I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe that's a mistake of me to not do that, but I just don't. So I really don't like to keep a bunch of powder in my collection. I just don't need it, just feels unnecessary. But there are a couple that I've been eyeing. What do I want to do next? I guess we can just do my brows real quick. You know the deal. I'm just using my soap brows, soap styler, I guess it's called. Just run this rinky-dink brush through them. Yo, this wax though, your brows are not going anywhere. If you kind of have brows like mine that are a little bit thicker, you're generally happy with, you know, their color, their shape, you just kind of want to get them to stay in place, because I have like wonky brows. Like if I don't set my brows, they'll be like throughout the day. Like I'll have hairs just going everywhere. So these soap brows just do such a good job of just keeping my brows plastered to my face. That's the look you're going for, plastered brows. Okay, lower lash line. Let's find my palette first of all. Let's just go in with the deeper shade. We're just gonna take that on that crease brush we used. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna try to do this in frame, Marin. Just go on the outer corner here. Just really buff, connect the two. And I'm really just gonna keep that on the outer corner. I don't wanna run that all along my lash line. I just wanna keep that out on the edge here. Okay. Maybe a tiny bit more over here. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll just take the original brush we used, go in with the lighter brown, kind of that second color we used to deepen up our crease, and just really buff this along the whole lower lash line. See how nice and diffused that just makes things look. You know who I thought, or who I saw was having actually a pretty nice Black Friday sale is Anastasia. If you've never tried any of their palettes, I think they're bringing back a couple, you know, they're bringing them out of their vault, so to speak. If you never got your hands on the Sultry palette, that's coming back, which if I'm being honest, I was kind of eyeing a little bit. I think it's really, really beautiful. I'm drawn to the packaging. I, for the most part, enjoy Anastasia's format. Her, oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a brain fart. Formula. Of shadows. So they're bringing out the Sultry. They're bringing back the Jackie Aina palette, which that alone is worth it. If you've not tried Anastasia shadows, you want to try them, I would highly recommend the Jackie Aina palette. It's unique. It's beautiful. Every shade is beautiful. The formula is wonderful. It's a unique color story. I'm sure it's unlike anything else you have. That's a good one. And then you get like the palette and 2 other full-size products. I forget, it's like a mascara and an eye primer or something like that. And it's I I think it's pretty affordable. I want to say it's like maybe 50 bucks, 50 to 60 bucks for all that stuff. But I don't know. I just thought that was cool that they were bringing back some of those palettes. But let me throw my mascara on and I'll be back. All right, let's finish up here. Let's push my headband back. Let's get our base on. I love this step or this point in doing your makeup. I feel like it just really ties everything together, brings some life back to your face. I've been putting my bronzer like a little bit higher up on my cheekbones than I normally do. Just a tiny bit. I mean, nothing drastic. I'm not going like down in the hollows of my cheek anymore. Going a little bit higher. And I'm loving how it's looking. That's all I can say. I mean, I don't know what the I'm sure there's a technical explanation in the makeup world for, you know, why that looks good, what it does to your face. I don't know. Maybe it gives it a more like lifted look. I'm enjoying it, and you know I'm gonna use my Natasha palette here, so just prepare yourself. Oh, and I'm sure you've noticed my nails are off. Maybe you haven't, you probably don't give a shit, but it was coming up on like 3 weeks. They had grown out so much and were just looking nasty, so I took them off. And I feel like getting my nails done was like a nice fling while it lasted, but I don't know, just the way that things are going here in St. Louis, like, I don't know, I'm worried. I'm worried, and I don't really know if going to the nail salon is like the thing to be doing right now. You know, it just doesn't feel like the most responsible thing for me to be doing, which really sucks, because that is like a that's like a self-care activity that I love. And there's just really not a whole lot of those left right now. I mean, I can't really go anywhere and do anything. But anyway, so that is not gonna happen anymore. I'll just be back to doing nails on my own, which is fine. It was nice to have those nails on for a few weeks because it gave my real nails a chance to grow. Now I'll probably break all of these and I'll be back to square one, but oh well. C'est la vie. There are much bigger problems than my fingernails, right? God, you guys, just look at this. I just love this palette. You already know. Going in with the powder blush on top of that one. Ugh. Let's do our highlight. I don't know if I want to do I want to do the cream highlight? Or do I just want to go in with, have a brush hair on my face, sorry. Or do I just want to go in with the powder? I don't know, maybe just the powder. I'm indecisive today. I'm indecisive all the time, but it just seems to be markedly so today. So we're just gonna go in with, you know what? I'm gonna go in with more of a diffused brush than my stipple brush. And we'll just get this Glow Extreme highlighter. Ooh, they ain't lying with that. Highlight my little nose. Now I gotta decide what I want to do for lips. I think I want to do something not neutral because that's easy. Maybe, what do I want to do? Maybe a red. I haven't done a good red lip in a little while. I don't know. I'm gonna go take a peek at my lip drawer. I will come back. I will show you what I have chosen. I'm probably gonna go ahead and throw, oh my god, you guys are not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. I cannot find my little sponge again. It was just in front of me. Great. Okay, let me look for that. I'm gonna go put some lips on, do something with my hair, per usual. I will probably end up putting it up and wearing a headband today. Color me shocked. But, okay. Be right back. Okay, we're back. This is how we finish things off. Headband, a high bun, and some big earrings. You know, I think if I had a signature look, this probably would be it. It's just my comfort zone, I guess. I'm obsessed with headbands and big earrings, but this is the lip I went for. I decided to go with a pink instead of a red. This is probably one of my favorite lip colors to wear, just like a loud pink or fuchsia, magenta, if you will. I used a couple NYX products. This is a NYX matte lipstick in Shocking Pink, which these really don't even feel or look matte on the lips, in my opinion. But then I just threw a little bit of this Extreme Shine lip cream right in the middle. This is in Dolly Girl, I think. Yeah. So that's it. This is a finished look. Just a real, I thought it was easy, just an easy little neutral smoky eye. And yeah, that's it. But I hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed watching me get ready and rambling. I really did ramble. If you've listened to me for this long, bless your heart, first of all. But please subscribe. Consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up if you like this look, if you like the video, if you like beauty content, if you like me always having lipstick on my teeth. Yeah, stick around for that because there's plenty more where that came from. But until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, beauties.